How's it going, everyone, and welcome to another edition of All NBA 24/7. I'm your host, Rishi Kumar. Tonight's episode number 100. That's right, 100 episodes now. Thank you to all those that have followed me from episode 1 to episode 100. And on this 100th episode, I'm going to be discussing with you guys Kawhi Leonard returning to San Antonio tomorrow. So Kawhi Leonard's going to be returning. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of reception he gets, whether or not the crowd's going to boo him or cheer him. I believe that they should, in all honesty, cheer him. You know, he really helped deliver that championship in 2014. He was the NBA Finals MVP during that series, and he really performed well. And each year he got better and better. And I feel like if he did not get injured in that playoff series against Golden State Warriors when Zaza up a cheap shot, when he in my opinion, intentionally injured Kawhi Leonard because the Spurs were up 25 points in that game. I believe the Spurs could have possibly beaten the Warriors. You never know because that game won. They would have won it, and all energy would have been, going towards their favor. But obviously, they ended up losing the game because Kawhi Leonard had to, be taken out of the game in the third quarter. But and then obviously, we all know how things ended. You know, a lot of people questioned his quad injury that he had, the pain that he was in. But he felt that it was best to not play. And I don't mind his decision because look what happened to Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas rushed back from his injury, and he lost out on a lot of money. Hundreds of millions of dollars he lost out on, and he has yet to perform for the Denver Nuggets too because he had surgery in the offseason. So Kawhi Leonard, in my opinion, was smart. Being patient. He didn't lose out on any money, in my opinion. And this year he's performing great. He just scored a career high 45 points the other night. And it's gonna be interesting to see, like how he plays tomorrow against the San Antonio Spurs and DeMar DeRozan. This is his first shot at facing his former team, the Toronto Raptors. DeMar reportedly said to Serge Ibaka that, hey, I'm gonna drop 50 points to the Raptors, so it's gonna be interesting to see how well he performs. I got him on my Yahoo Fantasy team. I traded for him the other day, so I really want him to go off. It's gonna be very interesting to see what happens. And obviously the comments made by Greg Popovich saying Kawhi Leonard was not really a leader, was not really like a vocal leader. Manu Ginobili was a leader of the team, and then Kawhi Leonard, retaliated by saying that people are very quick to forget, what you did for the franchise, after you leave the franchise or while you're out, with an injury. So Kawhi Leonard felt that he let his actions speak for themselves, and he was the franchise player, the number one option, and he got better, year after year. So it's gonna be a great game. It's gonna be very, very highly watched, and it was one of the games that was circled in the calendar before the year began. One of the most anticipated games because the Raptors are doing very, very great. Still have a top record in the East. They got more wins than the Milwaukee, but I believe Milwaukee Bucks have less losses, so they have one less loss, so that means that they have the number one record in the East. But it's only a matter of time before the Raptors reclaim that. Obviously, Kyle Lowry's been out with an injury right now, so and also Jonas Valanciunas has been hurt, so I feel like they will reclaim that number one spot. And San Antonio started off slow; they're starting to do a lot better now. So it's going to be an important game for both teams. Obviously the West is very packed, and it's basically a game to see who won the trade. I bet DeMar DeRozan's wanting to win the game because he wants the Raptors to know that, hey, you guys made a mistake. Trading me away. Kawhi Leonard, I believe, wants to do the same thing. So it's gonna be a matchup's gonna be Kawhi Leonard and against DeMar DeRozan, and obviously both play the shooting guard, small forward position. So it's gonna be interesting to see if they both guard each other. I'm definitely gonna tune into the game tomorrow. It's gonna be a very, very highly anticipated game. I obviously want the Raptors to win, but I hope DeMar DeRozan has a good game. Honestly. Looking back at it, DeMar DeRozan, I really appreciate his loyalty. I really appreciate what he did for the franchise. He's arguably one of the greatest Raptors of all time. If some people are saying he's even the greatest Raptor of all time, but you guys know who I believe is this man right here. He is, he did everything great, for the franchise. The only knock on him was that he was inconsistent a little bit in the playoffs. But other than that, I believe that he really, really, played his heart out and was like a gym rat, really practiced and got better, like year after year. But it was time for a change, and very very happy that we got Kawhi Leonard, um, and but not taking anything away from DeMar. He was great for us, and I wish him nothing but the best on San Antonio. He's having a great all around season again in San Antonio, averaging 24, 6 and 6. So yeah, so I believe that in terms of trade, both sides benefited, like in their own way. But yeah, it's gonna be a great game to watch tomorrow, and I'm definitely gonna watch it. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Let me know in the comment section below whether or not you guys are gonna be watching it. Who you think's gonna win? How do you think these guys will perform? Do you think Kawhi Leonard will get booed or cheered? Let me know in the comment section below. How many points do you think DeMar is gonna score against the Raptors? Let me know. Let me know in the comment section below, guys. 100 episodes. We are here. I'm going to continue to make more and more. So stay tuned, guys. Continue to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.